Welcome, Pick-3 Glance family and first-time viewers. What we have here today is finding patterns on these 4 strategies that I have with the Pick-3 at a glance strategy. So this is strategy number 1, which is the master sheet. What I did with the master sheet is I took all 1,000 numbers. I took 22 of those 1,000 numbers, did the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers, and I came up with all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations, all at a glance. Okay, so here are the 22 numbers on top, and I made columns. These numbers on top are the 22 numbers, okay, which are the singles. They can come 6 different ways, and that's 12 numbers. On the doubles, it's 10 of them, really 9 doubles. But the triples is up by themselves, they can come one way. And these triples here, they can come, there's 9 columns, they come 3 different ways, each one of these numbers. Singles can come 6 different ways. So with that, you're going to have 720 of the singles that you're always looking at, that you can track. And on the doubles, you're going to have 270 plus the triples give you your 1,000 numbers. Pick-3 is the only game with the best odds, and it's trackable, teachable, and doable. In this way, you can see all the numbers and what they're actually doing and looking for a pattern. You're not going to see that with the tic-tac-toe, date sum, grids, flips, root sums, and all the other strategies. They're only going to show you what I call is the trees. You're not able to see the forest or what's really going on. And using the law of average to your advantage, you'll improve your chances of winning greatly. So here's a pattern that I look for when I'm tracking each column. I look to see how long it takes a column to hit. You're going to do one of these sheets every month, okay? Tracking. I look to see how long it takes one of these columns to hit. If I have a column and I've been tracking and marking off numbers, but I realize that a column ain't hit in 3 months or 2 months, which can happen, this is where I can go get my numbers. I don't need a tic-tac-toe, date sum, grid, root sum, and those things to find what numbers I'm picking, because I'm tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. There's no guessing to that, none. Same way on the doubles. If it takes 3 or 4 months to hit a number, or 2 months, whatever it takes, or how long, use the law average, I know exactly what numbers I'm looking at playing. I don't have to guess. As I'm marking the numbers off, working with the law average, I know what numbers are left more likely that's going to play. Another thing with these columns, everything's in numerical order. Everything in each column is mirror and its opposite is in each column. So what I look for is a pattern. If I see in 4 months and I marked other numbers off and I see that the 012 and its opposite, the 5, 6, 7 ain't played, them 2 numbers I'm going to play for sure. Working with the law average, because they opposite each other, more than likely one of the 2 is going to come out. Same way with the 1, 2, 3. And the 6, 7, 8 ain't failed. I would play all 4 of those. Or if I wouldn't play the whole column, straight box, or $1 straight, or 50 box. It depends on your budget. This allows you to set up a budget. You don't really have to play every day, but you will have to track every day to see when you do get ready to invest in the Pick-3, what numbers are more likely for you to play. Same with the doubles. All the doubles mirror each other. 001, the mirror of it is 556. 112, the mirror of it is 667. I look for those patterns. Whatever number and its opposite has not fallen in a column, and I know a column ain't fell in a couple of months, I automatically know what numbers I'm going to pull off those columns. You're not going to see that with tic-tac-toes, date sums, grids, root sums, D-track, as you call it. You're just not going to see that. But you'll always see the actual numbers and what they're doing on the singles or the doubles. Okay. Main thing I look for in a pattern, how long it took for a column to hit. Also, what numbers I've already marked off and the mirrors of those numbers is what I'm looking for to play, working with the law average. Because you're only going to get 365 of those numbers out of the whole year. That's why you have to use the law average to find out what numbers are the best numbers to play as you marking them off. If you play this column 1 exactly as it is for the whole year, that'd be $10 straight. Okay, I mean $10 exact. The most on average, working with the law average, you're going to get out of those columns is 3 or 4 exact. That lets you know what you're up against. That's why you have to strategize how to choose and pick your numbers. And I was like everybody else. I was trying to find a tic-tac-toe, date some, grizz, and all that to hit the number the next day. It ain't set up like that. Just throw that out your head. The best way to do it is track the actual 1,000 numbers and see what they're doing at all times so you'll know what actual numbers to play, not guess numbers. None of these are guess numbers if you're tracking them. They won't be a guess number if you're tracking them. Alrighty, so I'm put up another strategies up here. So if you could, and I explained that enough for you, got it in the comments, or if you need me to explain a little bit more, just put that in the comments. But Pick-3 at a glance gives you all 1,000 numbers at a glance. You never have to worry about why you playing your numbers. And you might not play every day, but you definitely should track every day. So when you do play, you know what's going on with the numbers in your state. Okay, that's strategy number 1. Let me line it up with the camera when I put this up. Okay, strategy number 2, finding a pattern. If, let's say, this here is single pairs that you're tracking, all right? And this here you're going to track for the month. So when a winning number comes in, let's say the winning number is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to mark off the 1, the 12, the 13, and the 23. Because it's got 3 different numbers, so you're going to have 3 different pairs. Say the next number, a double, is, let's say it's 1, 1, 2. You're going to mark off the 2 and the 12 because there's only 2 different numbers. The 22 and the 12 because it's a double. Okay, make sure I see, put that down a little better. 1, 1, 2. All at a glance. And if a triple comes in, what you do, and this for the whole month, you'll mark off, if triple 3s come in, you'll just mark off the 3s, the triple 3, the double 3s, because there's no triple on this one, because you're tracking the pairs. That way you know that your double 3s done played. Okay, so if it's triple 3s, you know that your double 3s done played. And the pattern you're looking for in here is a number and its mirror that didn't fall. Say the 1, 2 didn't fall, you know the mirror is 6 and 6, 7. So if you see pair 6, 7 didn't fall and the 1, 2 didn't fall, them the 2 you're looking at playing as your numbers. Because they mirror each other. If the 02 didn't play, and you look at and you know that's 5, 7, the mirror is 57, and the 57 didn't play, you know those are the numbers you want to look at playing. You want to match up your mirrors that didn't show up, because this does work by the law average. Okay, the 45, you can know that's the 09 pair. You never got to guess what pairs played or didn't play. At the end of the month, if you have pairs left, you know which pairs to play. If you do a wheel on it, I call it a wheel, say 24 pair you had left in play. You do 2, 4, 0, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, all the way down to 2, 4, and 9. That's easy. Okay? You just wheel whatever pair didn't come down. If you don't do nothing, put 50-cent box on it. But you'll be able to build a skill set for your state. You'll start seeing how to do that if you just start matching them up, mirroring the numbers, knowing what pairs to play, actual pairs, no guess pairs with a rundown and try to make something up or see what's done. These are your actual pairs with this strategy. If you set it up just like I got it here. Okay? Now, same thing here. And if you got any, you'll know if you're a triple player, just look for the triples that didn't play as you're marking them off. Doubles. If double threes didn't play last month, you might want to play triple threes. Okay? Now, another thing here. Singles. Single digits. And this is my daily number that I play. I can play daily because I know how to cut back, and I've been tracking and doing this a long time. But if you don't have to play daily, just track daily, and you'll build yourself a skill set for your state. Say every winning number that comes in, I got columns from 0 to 9, 3 of them. You're gonna mark off, say the 192 is my number. Say it came in. Let's see, we're gonna mark off the 1, the 9, and the 2. Okay. So let's say at the end of the month, you got numbers left. I don't know if, and I'm still playing my 192, and I realized that the 2 didn't play in the month prior. I'm definitely gonna change my 292 to 219 and 291. You see that? That way, the likelihood of me hitting it straight. No tic-tac-toe, no date songs, no grids, and none of that can show you that. If you're not tracking the actual digits to see what position they fall in every month, you're doing yourself a disservice. You should always know what digit fell where and didn't fall. I already know for August, this 2, unless it hit today, and I ain't tracked the date, looked at the date, ain't failed yet all month. Just like last month, I knew the 2 didn't hit last month, a month before last, and this month I hit them. You should always know where your digits are at, so you know where to place them. And if you know the 2 didn't fall on the front end, like here, you can do a wheel on it too. Okay? You can put the 2 on the front. And if you can play front pair and back pair, okay? Some states you can't, but you should always still know where any of these digits are. You should always know where your digits are in the front, middle, and the back. And I can play, in Missouri, I can play pairs. So I know this 2 didn't run. I'll play front pair on the front, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, all the way down to 2, 9. In Missouri, 50 cent on the front pair, that's $30. Or $1 is $60. And I take that money and reinvest it back into my regular numbers that I'm playing. Okay, that's the patterns you're looking for. You always want to know where your numbers are, in what positions they fell the month prior or didn't fall. And you will always know using this. You ain't gonna know that just looking at tic-tac-toe, date song, grids, root songs, or none of that. You ain't gonna know it. I used to do all this stuff. That's why I had to come up with my own strategy. This is my strategy. Pick-3 at a glance, I put together myself. Okay? Same way here. Your front pairs and your back pairs. Okay, this is a yearly tracking. All right? I always know what front pair and back pair fell. Okay? starting from January, this one here, you always going to track your front pairs and back pairs. Don't take but a minute. Okay, so you take, let's say instance again, I like 1, 2, 3 because it's easy for everybody to remember. You're going to do the 1, 2 on the front. Both of these numbers are the same, top and bottom. You're going to do the 1, 2 on the front, and you're going to do the 2, 3 on the back right here. Okay? That's your number, 1, 2, 3. You're going to mark it off so you know that it's played for the year already. It might play 2 or 3 times. You just can mark it off or not mark it off. Depends on how you want to track it. It depends on what you do. Me, I just mark it off one time. Or sometimes I'll do it a couple times just see how many times it hit for the year. I'll put a check mark by it if it hits again. Same way, definitely, I don't play triples all year. I only play triples if no triple has failed from January to say November. Then I might look at playing a triple. But normally triples got the least chance of winning of all the numbers because you can only hit them one way. Now, if a triple didn't play all year, then I'm looking at triples. Say I know triples didn't fall all year, and I've been tracking the front and the back, and I realize 0, 0 front ain't failed, and 0, 0 back ain't failed. That's my triple right there to play in December. Or 1, 1 front ain't failed. That's how I look for my triple. 1, 1 front ain't failed. 1, 1 back ain't failed. All year and no triple failed. Triple ones is my triple to play. That's how I hit the triple eights last year. Because 8, 8 front only failed in January, and 8, 8 back didn't fall at all. Run triple eights, and it came. You can, with here, you're looking for a pattern. If, like I hit one year, well, last year too. In 2021, 09 front didn't fall at all, and 90 back didn't fall at all. And tracking on master sheet, I realized that 900 didn't fall, and 099 didn't fall. So you know what my number was, 090, straight box. It came exactly like that. I'm not guessing no numbers. I don't have to do no tic-tac-toes. Everything is right here in front of you to look at. Okay, another thing. This one here, I took all the doubles. I call this strategy number 5. Set this up here. Okay, go. Okay, that's strategy number 5. Okay, I think everything lined up so you can see it. Now, I took all the doubles and put them in the opposite and mirror positions where I always know what make fail and what mirror fail, or what make didn't fall and what make did fall, the opposite, or the mirror, for instance. If you know what mirrors are, if you don't, any one of my lessons will show you pretty much about mirroring. I do that on purpose. Okay, so, but a 0 can be a 5 can be a 0. A 1 can be a 6 can be a 1. That's how I made it that pair up. Same way with here. I made them up, each one of them. So this is a yearly sheet here too. So when a double comes in, I always know what his mate did and what his mirror did at all times. And what I'm looking for, number 1, as I go through the year, if I find any of these that didn't come in a group like this, then my numbers will carry over into next year. That's how I found the 900 hadn't failed. Let's see, 009, where's my 900 at? Forget, my eyes are messing up a little bit here. Here it is right here. I realized by checking, that the 900 and the 990 didn't fall in 2021. It was easy for me to glance and look at it. It's easy for you to glance and look at any of these doubles. If you get a whole column that don't fall, you want to carry that over to the next year, because it takes 3 years almost or better for these numbers to rotate out. You got 1,000 numbers, okay? You got 1,000 numbers, and those numbers changes positions. And you only get 1/3 of those numbers, which is 365. Okay? Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll take this one off. But basically, you always know, this is a drill. Just mark them off. Just build a skill set. Take a screenshot of it. Just mark them off. And you'll start seeing what I'm talking about. You actually marking numbers. You ain't got to do all the tic-tac-toe, take some creates and all that. You just don't have to do it. All you got to do is a 1-1 rundown. Now, again, like I say, if you got it, it'll help me if you just put got it in the comments. And if not, only way I can get you better and you can get me better is showing you this. I got to get some comments. I got to get them. Or if you got a better idea, I need that too. So we can all get in the winner's circle. Okay? I do well, but I'm here to help you all also with the Pick-3 at a glance strategy. All right? Now, another thing I meant to show you all here. I'll move this board here. All right. And like and share also, because that's part of the YouTube coding system to get more people to see the video. Okay. Another thing you want to look for here. You see these two columns here? If you know that these two columns on these doubles, especially on the doubles, that's what I look for the pattern. If 1 month, either one of these columns don't come in, because they're opposite of each other, I look at playing both of those columns 50-cent box. In Missouri, 50-cent box is $100. Or I might play them straight box. Depends on if I know, if they ain't been in 2 months. So you can use this same principle midday or evening. I use this sometimes, but I really stick to evening. I track midday and evening to see what columns or what numbers didn't fall, midday or evening. They're my numbers to play. No guess numbers. Because I know what didn't fall midday and I know what didn't fall evening. So if you got two columns like this didn't fall in 2 months or 1 month, you want to definitely be looking at that column to pick your numbers off of. Especially if once you didn't mark them down, and like I say, you see mirrors ain't hit, like the 1, 1, 2, and the 1, 1, 2, and the 6, 6, 7 ain't failed. Them are the ones you want to play. Okay. And then you go down here and see if the 1, 2, 2 and the 6, 7, 7 haven't played. You definitely want to play those 4. See how simple that is? I mean, it's simple to me. But if it's not to you, just leave a comment. And there's no guessing numbers. You're not guessing no numbers. You know exactly what's going on with your numbers you're playing at all times. All right. So like I say, only way I can get better is through y'all comments. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I think it's a good strategy. I think it's the best one out there, and I'm happy to share it. So please leave a comment, like, share. It gets into the YouTube code to help get the channel out. Okay, so family, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.